Welcome to all the audience members. Okay, so our recording has officially started. And for anyone who is new to People's Music Network, People's Music Network for Songs of Freedom and Struggle has been around since the 1980s, I believe, before my time in the organization. And it is a diverse community of singers, artists, activists, and allies that cultivate music and cultural work. So we are going to hear this evening a tremendous array of diverse music and diverse messages. And we have this really nice online tradition of when it is your turn to come on and sing your song, take just a second or two or three to say a word of thanks to the person who performed before you and just something that you appreciated about that song. So it's this kind of nice circle of appreciation. And because I'm going first, so I don't get to appreciate anyone before me, I'm going to say that I appreciate you all being here, and I'm really really looking forward. So, I know some of the songs that are listed this evening I've already heard, and I'm grateful to be able to hear them again. And I'm looking forward to hearing some that are brand new. So, without further ado, I will kick us off this evening. We've got Lucas helping out on tech. Lucas, can you come on screen? There you are. He has emerged from the field of flowers. I love it. And Eric Law is a co-host as well, and he's going to sing after me. And I am going to start us off here. I will spotlight myself. There we are. And I'm going to start us off with a lighthearted song for Earth Day. I have a lot of very, very heavy, sad, oh my goodness songs for Earth Day, as I have for just about every topic. But this is a song that I do a lot at family gatherings. It is, for audiences of all ages, and it is an echo song. So, of course, I am not going to invite you to unmute and be my echo because that will just confuse me. But I do invite you to be my echo at home, and you can harmonize to your heart's content at home. And this is called Thank You, Thank You. Well, when we wake in the morning, when we wake in the morning, at the dawn of day, at the dawn of day, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, is what we say, is what we say. We never know what's coming round the bend, what's coming round the bend. But whatever it is, we got a world to mend, we got a world to mend. Thank you for the rain, for the clouds that soak the plain. Thank you for the sun on the land. Thank you for the earth, for the miracle of birth. Thank you for the work of our hands. When we wake in the morning, at the dawn of day, thank you, is what we say. We never know what's coming round the bend, but whatever it is, we got a world to mend. Thank you for the skies, for the trees and all that flies. Thank you for the seasons of the leaves. Thank you for the seas, for the mammals swimming free. Thank you for the love you've given me. 'Cause when we wake in the morning, at the dawn of day. Thank you, is what we say. We never know what's coming round the bend, but whatever it is, we got a world to mend. Thank you for the night, for the moon and stars so bright. Thank you for the quiet fog and gray. For a rainbow to appear, we need sun and rain both here. Thank you for all kinds of days. 'Cause when we wake in the morning, at the dawn of day, thank you, is what we say. We never know what's coming round the bend, but whatever it is, we got a world to mend. So that is a song I wrote a long time ago. Thank you so much. I'm going to remove my spotlight and bring up Eric. Oh, Eric, before I bring you up, I did want to just remind everyone, we have we have 5 minutes each. So do your best to stay within that. For those of you who have sent in videos, we will play the video, but obviously come on first and introduce the video so we can hear directly from you about this song. And also feel free to use the chat for any kind of thanks that you want to give to each other. So I'm bringing Eric up, and I'm going to mute me.
So Joni, thank you. That was vintage Joni, by the way, if you ever heard Joni sing and perform. And it's so easy to follow and sing along, and it's going to become an earworm for me. So so wake up in the morning. All right. So thank you. And one of these days I'm gonna have to collect some of your songs so I can do sing along much better. Just another word as a co-host to share with you. One of the things that when we do this event in People's Music Network for Justice and Freedom, and the full name, somebody help me with that, is that the performers, the opinions of the performers it's not necessarily represent the stand of People's Music Network. Even when some of us are board member, steering committee member, we might have a very strong point of view in our presentation that does not represent officially what PMN stand for. Just want to say that out loud, because it's good to know that we are diverse and we appreciate our differences, and that sometimes PMN will make a public statement about issues, and you will know about that as well. So, all right, is that okay, Joni?
Absolutely, thank you.
So I'm doing a song that someone challenged me to write a song about the environment. So here's one of them. It's gone through many generations of revision, and so here's the last version that I really like. So it's called Listen. Listen to eagles cry high above the trees. Listen to songs of whales deep in the sea. Listen to babies' first cry at their birth. They all say, let's save the earth. Listen to whispers of dry crackling ground. Listen to thunders of ice crashing down. Listen to howling wind wailing with rain. Feel the earth's anger and pain. Stop pumping poison in our common air. Stop dumping trash in the ocean we share. Stop killing trees, for they hold the earth's crust. Stop turning good soil into dust. Look at our children who smile through their tears. Is there a future for them on earth here? We need to make peace with nature right now. Listen to those who know how. Stop pumping poison in our common air. Stop dumping trash in the oceans we share. Stop killing trees, for they hold the earth's crust. Stop turning good soil into dust. Listen to eagles' cries high above the tree. Listen to songs of whales deep in the sea. Listen to babies' first word at their birth. They all say, let's save the earth.
Oh, so sweet. Thank you, Eric. All right, I am looking for Libby. I saw her a minute ago. There you are. Okay.
Hi. I'm up here in Alaska on indigenous lands, on Dena'ina lands, where I am right now, but we have 7 major indigenous nations. Eric, I don't think I've heard a song about the earth that touched me more than that, which is saying a lot, frankly. I hope I don't know you, so I don't know what resources you have, but I hope you record it and put it out widely. That's quite touching. I live with whales and eagles and everybody. And that really was quite touching, and there aren't enough songs like that in the world. So anyway, I put myself at your service if you need help to do that, but I hope you do. So,
Thank you. I'm actually planning my next album, which is back to the folk root. So, wow, you just changed my mind to include this one.
Oh, please do.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, well, let's see, what do I have to say? As I said, I'm coming from up here where I take a lot of my wisdom from Indigenous elders. They are asking us all to drop into our hearts these days and go take the guidance of our heart around what we need to do next to preserve our life support system, our living earth, and join an organization. Don't try to do it on our own, whether that's 350.org or Sunrise Movement or Defend the Sacred or climate mobilization, whatever it is. So I really appreciate you doing this. And this song came from a long time ago. I've been a climate activist my whole life, basically. This came in the middle of the night when I picture where we need to go. And again, we are lucky up here to have the model of indigenous nations where supporting local communities and being what they call real human beings, meaning connected to the whole ecosystem, to everybody, all the beings, is kind of at the heart of it. So here, the chorus is something you could sing with. I know you can't sing out loud, but the words for the chorus are: stay low to the ground, live close to the earth. Don't stray very far from your soul. Its simple things show us the reason we're here. and it's simple things keeping us whole. It's called Low to the Ground. We stand on the edge of a cliff in the deepest night I've ever seen. People looking for light, people who cherish a dream. The light shining out from our eyes, and the dreams resting deep in our souls. If it's magic we're needing to keep us from falling, it's magic we already know. It's music that keeps us alive. It's dancing that sets our hearts free. It's children remember the laughter in life. It's animals teach us to see. Here we go. Stay low to the ground. Live close to the earth. Don't stray very far from your soul. It's simple things show us the reason we're here, and it's simple things keeping us whole. Tell me the place you were born, the lives that your ancestors led, the ground that surrounded the people you love, the streams from which you were fed. It's the wind that carries the seed, and the seed that carries the song. The food that we're eating is rooted in soil. It's soil that is keeping us strong. It's music that keeps us alive. It's dancing that sets our hearts free. It's children remember the laughter in life. It's animals teach us to see. Stay low to the ground. Live close to the earth. Don't stray very far from your soul. It's simple things show us the reason we're here, and it's simple things keeping us whole. The temples are falling around us. We stand strong and fierce where they've been. I never have seen a holier sight than a person who sings in the wind. Our blood is the river of life. Our joy is the sun on the land. All of the love that is inside this heart is more than one person can stand. And it's music that keeps us alive. It's dancing that sets our hearts free. It's children remember the laughter in life. It's animals teach us to see. Stay low to the ground. Live close to the earth. Don't stray very far from your soul. It's simple things show us the reason we're here, and it's simple things keeping us low to the ground. Live close to the earth. Don't stray very far from your soul. It's simple things show us the reason we're here, and it's simple things keeping us whole. That was a good one.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Mother Earth.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, I'm looking for Nell. I know there you are. I love it when people wave. That's so helpful. Okay, so Nell, we have your video,
Great.
but we would love you to do an introduction to the video. And then Lucas, do you have Nell's video lined up? Okay, got a thumbs up. Go ahead, Nell.
Okay, well, why don't you get in the picture here? I'm here with my husband, who is my partner. Michael and Nell is what we go by as performers. And this is a song that I was inspired to write because a friend of mine, who is an environmentalist, did a video about mountaintop removal, which is going on here in the South a lot. Basically, they blow up the mountains because it's a hell of a lot cheaper than hiring all those coal miners to go down there and get the coal out. but the destruction that it does to the land is just incredible. When they get done, it looks like the moon. There's nothing left. It's a terrible thing. So I saw this and I was inspired to write this song, and it's been heard. And well, one thing I'm real proud of, it was some people in Edinburgh, Scotland, who were doing a climate show there, contacted me. I think they saw it on PMN, the video, and asked if they could show the video in their climate broadcast. And it turned out we were the only American group on the broadcast. It was all people from England, Ireland, Scotland, South America, everything. And we ended up, so I always like to say we represented America on that broadcast with this video. And I'm, really proud of that. Anything you want to add, Michael?
No, the man who did the
Speak up.
the man who was the inspiration for this wound up being the head of the Environmental Council.
Yeah, Jeff Berry. He's the head of the Tennessee Environmental Council, and he's also a filmmaker. And he did his video was where I first saw this, and I was like, whoa. And I think you're going to get the impact of this too when you see the video. So anyway, and we're in Nashville, or Nash Vegas as we call it these days. So anyway, that's
before we play your video, did you have any words to share with Libby?
Oh, Libby, that was a beautiful song. It was wonderful, very from the heart, and live close to the earth, dancing. I love the thing about the simple things are what sustain us. And I really like the reference to, singing and dancing and doing, even in these times, we have to keep the arts alive, That is what really provides, takes people out of the doom and gloom that we're living through. So I really appreciated it. I thought it was a beautiful song. It was great.
Thank you. So Lucas, go ahead.
It's really gone. When it's gone, it's really gone. West Virginia mountain, air smells so sweet. Up above the tree line, far from the city heat. Twilight falls, the sun sinks low, stars above gently glow. Here we are in paradise, let's open up our eyes. And don't blow up the mountain, don't blow up the mountain. Mountain boys. But when it's gone, it's really gone. When it's gone, it's really gone. God built the mountain, part of his perfect plan. He didn't build the mountain to be blown up by man. We grab the coal, crush the trees, nothing's left but our debris. Muddy rivers, poison streams, drowning our dreams. So don't blow up the mountain, don't blow up the mountain, don't blow up the mountain, boys. 'Cause when it's gone, it's really gone. When it's gone, it's really gone. What to do, love one another, mother of two. Now clouds of dust fill the sky, coal trucks go rolling by. Help us, Lord, we've gone astray, help us find the way. So we don't blow up the mountain, don't blow up the mountain, don't blow up the mountain, boy. 'Cause when it's gone, it's really gone. When it's gone, it's really gone. undo the damage done. When it's gone, it's really
Wow.
They're employed by the coal company.
What a perfect scene to end with. That's quite a billboard.
I was kind of in my, Pete Seeger mode when I wrote that chorus, because it's really meant to be a sing along. And different times when we performed it live, we've, gotten the audience to sing. I mean, it's really simple. You don't blow up the mountain, don't blow up the mountain, don't blow up the mountain. Boys, okay, must be blowing up the mountain. Because when it's gone, it's gone, it's really gone. When it's gone, it's really gone. So, I try to write it as, simple as possible so people can sing along on it.
Yeah, it's very singable. Thank you so much. All right, I'm looking for Gary. There he is. I'm telling you, those waves are the best thing possible. All right. Oh, Gary, we're not hearing you at all now. No. You were quiet before, but you weren't this quiet. So something got switched. And I was gonna say that Gary was really quiet in the sound check, so we were gonna tell people to turn our volumes up if he was too quiet on your end. But this is silent quiet, so no, we don't hear anything. All right, so how about we go to the next person and we circle back to you? Jackson, is that okay with you?
That's okay with me, yes. And
All righty, I'm gonna
I,
spotlight you.
um, I would love to compliment Gary, but that was quite an earworm. But the worm got in there, I couldn't hear it at all. But I'm looking forward to hearing it when you get that figured out. So Michael and Nell, that was such a great marriage of video and song and art's really phenomenal tune writing. The contrast between the upbeatness and the darkness of the message was really came through. It was really a masterful piece of collaboration there.
Thank you.
Okay. So I want to thank the people behind the scenes here. Joni, thanks so much for doing this, and Gary and Eric and everybody who's behind it. And Joni introduced her piece as saying that it's kind of the opposite of what she usually does. She usually does these dark, heavy things, and she did a light piece. I'm going to sort of do the opposite of what Joni did. I'm known to doing the stand-up chameleon. I do lighthearted stuff. This one's going to be This one's pretty dark. I think Libby, of all the people in the audience here, Libby might be able to relate to it the most, being up near the Arctic Circle there. It's a parody of a song written by Terry Gilkinson. It first appeared in the 1967 Jungle Book, sung by Baloo, he was very lighthearted bear there, talking about his bear necessities. Well, he has a northern cousin who used to be a happy-go-lucky guy too, until certain things started changing up there. So this was written, I wrote this parody quite a long time ago. There's a reference to Al Gore, which might seem dated at this point, but he's still trying to get the message out there that it's an inconvenient truth what's going on here, but it's the truth. So thank you, Terry Gilkinson, for the original. And in the voice of the Arctic cousin. Just want my bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. My habitat is shrinking every day. To save the bare necessities, stop this global warming, please, before the polar ice caps melt away. I used to be happy wherever I roam. I couldn't be fonder of my icy home. But as it feels we're going south, I feel I get down in the mouth. If you don't kick your fix for oil, you know we all are gonna broil. So wake up and smell the crude if you want the bare necessities to last for good. 'Cause bare necessities are Mother Nature's recipes. Some think that global warming is all bunk. But we're all in the same big pot. If this planet gets too hot, gotta turn this boat around or we're all sunk. Now when I need a meal, I go out and catch me a seal. And Inuit's got to go out on the ice and learn to hunt us bears in turn, 'cause he needs something too to put in his Eskimo pie. But if there's no ice sheet beneath our feet, you can kiss us all bye-bye. Are you starting to get a clue? Gotta stay proactive, keep fluorocarbons banned, while talking heads keep their heads in the sand. If you just keep on a-drilling, it's more than bears that you'll be killing. You're all in for a rude surprise when these ocean waters rise. Gotta save our bare necessities, the simple bare necessities, if you really want to know the score. To save the bare necessities, stop this global warming, please. Heed closely to this song and to Al Gore. The bare necessities of life will have to last, or will come to pass. So, please, go solar, so I'm not bipolar.
What an amazing tongue-in-cheek, but not. That's so good. Oh, thank you, Jackson. Gary, let's see if we
Can you hear
can.
me now?
Oh, we can hear you. Yes.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
So
I
everybody,
promised,
if Gary's quiet for me, so I'm going to turn him up.
turn me
Um,
up. Turn me on.
turn you up, and go ahead and let Jackson know what you thought of.
Jackson, that was great. That was great. You sounded just like Phil Harris. So great presentation. And you turned something that used to be an animated cartoon into something that has message. And I like that.
Thank you. And you know who the original voice for that was Phil Harris. Good on you.
I know more useless stuff than anybody I know. Okay, I want to say I really like Libby's song too, up in Alaska. I'm in the North Puget Sound, so we're kind of like Alaska Light. But we have the, I live on an island and we have whales coming by and we have a lot of the same issues. This is
Oh,
actually
Gary, do you have original sound on? Because we're not hearing your guitar very well.
Thank you.
Okay, let's hear now. Yeah, there we go.
When I was diddling with my mics and stuff, yeah, thank you. This is actually the title song of my latest. I hope it's not the last CD. It's not the most compelling, but I like it. There'll come a time when you know your days are numbered. There'll come a time your race is nearly run. There'll come a time when you look into the mirror. You ask the face in there, what have I done? What have you done to leave the world a little better? What have you done to leave the world a better place? What have you done to leave it better than you found it? What have you done? What have you done? There'll come a time you're walking with the children. It could be your daughter and her only son. They'll ask, why can't we see the sunshine anymore? What they're really asking is, what have you done? What have you done to leave better, to leave the world a little better? What have you done to leave the world a better place? What have you done to leave it better than you found it? What have you done? What have you done? There'll come a time when the air's not fit for breathing. There'll come a time the rivers cease to run, and the world will look at all our generations, and through tear-filled eyes they'll ask, what have you done?
Oh, thank you. Straight to the heart.
I do want to apologize. I'm going to have to leave early. As I explained to Joni earlier, I have grandpa duties to perform, which are non-negotiable.
Well, before you leave, I'm going to bring up Paul, who is after you, so he can tell you his thoughts.
Oh, I've got a lot of thoughts.
Well, about the song.
Well, first of all, it's wonderful to be here, and I'm going to put it on gallery view so I don't get too self-conscious. So Gary, first of all, I think the song is beautifully crafted. I love the way you keep rhyming. What have you done? And presented it really, really beautifully. I remember when my wife and I were thinking of having children. If that's what we asked ourselves to could we raise our children to make the world a better place? And because it's a fraught world we bring them into, and we're very satisfied because we think we have done that, and they've turned out pretty well. So it is a great question to ask yourself and tell your children as well. So that's sorry you have to go, but thanks for presenting that song, Gary. My song is going to be a video, and this is one I might have presented here before, but it's continually relevant, I think. And I actually have a new version of it on YouTube with a few little changes, and I've just put that URL in the chat. So this is a kind of an edutainment song where I'm attempting to save humanity with a catchy chorus, and the rest of it is rather thick, and it's just about different things I've read about, and most of which we all know about that are very positive things that are happening technologically and also in our own behavior to make things a little bit better for our climate. One of them is agrivoltaics, which maybe needs some explaining, where people worry about the farmers losing their land to solar power, but you can actually have both together. And the plants do better, the solar panels do better, and you save water. And it's kind of a win-win-win. And the farmers can keep being farmers, which, as we know, is harder and harder. Anyway, I'll let that speak for itself. I tend to do it too fast, so it goes by pretty fast. But you can always look it up on YouTube and listen again. So I guess we can just present the song now.
Okay, Lucas is
Lucas.
gonna. Yep.
Thank you, Lucas. House on fire, fetch a pail of water. House on fire, fetch a pail of water. House on fire, fetch a pail of water. Together we can put out the flames. Sing that. Round the world we're finding new solutions. How to stop this carbon pollution. Grab a bucket and join the revolution. Together we can put out the flames. Take a shower faster, drive a little slower. Rake your leaves and use a manual mower. If you love the earth, there's many ways to show her. Together we can put out the flames. House on fire, fetch a pail of water. House on fire, fetch a pail of water. House on fire, fetch a pail of water. Together we can put out the flames. Solar power is getting less expensive. Geothermal is getting more intensive. Multiple solutions, let's be comprehensive. Together we can put out the flames. Don't you agree it's a sensible notion to put tidal turbines in every ocean or any place else where the water's in motion? Together we can put out the flames. House on fire, fetch a pail of water. House on fire, fetch a pail of water. House on fire, fetch a pail of water. Together we can put out the flames. Agrivoltaics are truly amazing. Vegetables thriving, sheep gently grazing, staying real cool while the sun is a-blazing. Together we can put out the flames. Grow 1 trillion trees, that's a good number, to take the carbon and put it in slumber. Make new buildings out of the lumber. Together we can put out the flames. House on fire, fetch a pail of water. House on fire, fetch a pail of water. House on fire, fetch a pail of water. Together we can put out the flames. Don't buy a speedboat, it's more fun to paddle. We make less methane when we eat fewer cattle. We'll need every weapon to win the battle. So together we can put out the flames. Bladeless turbines protect the bird migrators, creating the power to turn the generators that heat our houses with electric radiators. Together we can put out the flames. House on fire, fetch a pail of water. House on fire, fetch a pail of water. House on fire, fetch a pail of water. Together we can put out the flames. Batteries are getting stronger and stronger, putting out the juice for longer and longer. Burning fossil fuels gets wronger and wronger. Together we can put out the flames. Seeds of change are growing by the hour. Let's be good gardeners and help them to flower, and keep on pushing the people in power. Together we can put out the flames. House on fire, fetch a pail of water. House on fire, fetch a pail of water. House on fire, fetch a pail of water. Together we can put out the flames. House on fire, fetch a pail of water. House on fire, fetch a pail of water. House on fire, fetch a pail of water. Together we can put out, won't you help us put out? Together we can put out the flames.
Truly educational. I was like, oh, I've never heard of bladeless turbines. Ooh, I got to look that one up.
Very cool, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Paul. And yeah, very singable. Very singable. All right, John Kloss, there you are.
Yep. Hello. Hello, everyone. I'm in Sudbury, Ontario, and the song that I've been working on for a little while, I brought it to one of the If I Had a Song, and got a lot of help on it. So this is a song that was inspired by Native women. I live on Native land, as most of us do, particularly the Atikameksheng and Wanapate First Nations, the Anishinaabe people of this area who are signed a treaty with the Crown called the Robinson-Huron Treaty. And this song was inspired by Alanis Abonswan, who's a filmmaker, a Canadian from Quebec. And I, as often, artists do, is I borrowed some lines from a couple of other people. One was Batasamok, who is an author. I think she's from around Kingston area, and also Robin Wall Kimmerer, who you might have heard of, who's written books on the native indigenous relationship to the land. And so it's called Alanis, although I don't mention her name in here anywhere. So it's... Listen to the language of the land. Listen to the lake and the tree. Water splashing full of life. Softwoods making breath out of light. Even a wounded world feeds us. Even a wounded world heals us, giving us moments of wonder, giving us moments of laughter. Speak the language of the earth, a language of respect and care. Weaving baskets from the sweetgrass strand, leaving only footprints on the land. Even a wounded world feeds us. Even a wounded world heals us, giving us moments of wonder, giving us moments of laughter. Watch the living creatures of the world, animals of the land, the water, birds that sing in the air above, plants abundant with nature's love. Learn from the grandmothers, aunties, and elders. They know the way to be gracious each day. Even a wounded world feeds us. Even a wounded world heals us, giving us moments of wonder, giving us moments of laughter.
Very different.
Wow.
Wow.
Beautiful, John. And some of us regularly get together. John mentioned If I Had a Song, which is a wonderful once a month event that Eric leads online, where anybody who's writing songs can get together and workshop them with each other, with other songwriters. And so we have heard John bring this twice, right? Yeah, and so this is the third. It's beautiful. It's just, it's
Thanks
really,
for a lot of help.
really, that's the amazing thing about If I Had a Song is
Yeah,
you
and
really get to.
I just want to say that to see a song come evolve over time, and our group, If I Had a Song group, had something to do with it. It's a great thing as songwriter to help each other. So come and join us every fourth Monday of the month at 5 o'clock Eastern time, 5:30, one of those. You'll
No,
find me
7:30 Eastern.
Eastern.
Right.
I'm on the West Coast, so
Right.
anyway.
Right.
But
And actually, as we've already paused for a minute, we're going to bring Barbara up in a second, but I do want to just put out a plug for the summer gathering, the People's Music Network summer gathering that's coming up the last weekend of May, so May 29th through 31st. The summer gathering has often been on Memorial Day weekend. This year it's the week after. So there will be in-person gathering at Grottonwood Camp in Groton, Massachusetts. But for all of you who cannot get to Massachusetts, there will be online workshops, and we will be doing an If I Had a Song on the online part of the conference as well. So I'll drop the link in the chat in a moment of more information about the summer gathering. But now I want to be quiet and invite Barbara up. Barbara, I'm going to ask you to unmute because you're muted.
We're going to be done pretty soon. Take a walk.
quiet.
You're still muted. Oh, you're also frozen. Uh-oh. Oh,
Hold on.
nope, there you are.
Can you unmute me?
Well, you're unmuted now.
Good, because the reason I'm having some computer issues,
Okay.
so I hope it lasts.
So, Barbara, hang on a second. I'm going to mute myself because we're getting a weird echo when you speak. So, give me a second. I will mute myself. But go ahead and give your feedback to John, and then introduce your song, and hopefully our echo will go away if
Well,
I
I
mute.
think she's still on the phone.
Let me get off the phone. Let me get off the phone now.
That would definitely help.
Okay, I'm going to turn my phone off,
Yeah.
and that'll get rid of it, because nothing's working.
Yes, there you go. Now you're perfect.
Okay, am I okay now?
You're good. You're good.
Thanks. As I said, I had to listen on my phone to the last minute because my computer's dying. So I just got in at the last minute. I hope it holds. And first, that song was just, all I could say is it touched me right here. And I've seen you work on that song, and I've seen it grow. And I've loved the way it's grown and borne fruit. So thank you. Thank you very much, John. And just, again, a plug for If I Had a Song. I don't know what I'd be doing with my songs without it. And it's such a gift to hear everybody else's. So come join us. I'm happy to be on the team, and I'm happy to be listening to your songs as you write them, every one of you. This is called Make Do with What We Have. And it came from being both into environment and also being a grandma. Okay. It's called Make Do with What We Have. I don't want to borrow from our children's future. I don't want to steal from this sweet earth. I don't want our children and grandchildren doomed to sickness from their birth. We can't go on pretending to be kings and queens. I was always taught to live within my means, and we can make do with what we have, and we can do fine. We don't need dangerous nuclear power or the dirty and dusty coal mine. With the whisper of the wind and the sun's bright energy, there is more than enough for you and me. We would never let any of our children step in front of a moving car, but we're putting everyone in danger, 'cause we've gone too far, poisoning the earth to satisfy some people's greed, when with care and common sense we'd all have what we need, and we can make do with what we have, and we can do fine. We don't need hydrofracking or the dangerous pipeline. With the whisper of the wind and the sun's bright energy, there is more than enough for you and me. It's getting hotter, the seas are starting to rise, ice caps melting, wildfires burning, smoke fills the skies. If we keep this up, the earth may have no more to give. We have to change our ways so everyone can live, and we can make do with what we have, and we can do fine. We don't need dangerous nuclear power or the dirty and dusty coal mine. If we turn our hearts and minds to sweet sustainability, there is more than enough for you and me.
Oh, Barbara, thank you.
Thank you all.
So
this has
much.
been one wonderful session.
And your computer held, it didn't die. Yay, 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 yay. Wonderful. So let me... And I apologize, everybody. I do not know why that doorbell is making so much noise. I've never had it be quite this loud. So Steve, I'm with you. I'm puzzled. I am going to bring up Paul. And Paul has a video, but you're going to introduce it first and let Barbara know whatever you have to share with her and whatever you want to tell us about you. Welcome.
Thank you. Just a moment. No, one tiny moment. My little grandson is calling. Hang on, Anthony. 5 minutos, okay? So as you can probably tell from that, I'm not in the United States of America. I'm actually in Nicaragua. And we are in the dark because we have been blasted by 100-degree sun today. And we're feeling the lights have gone, except this little light. So I'm sorry about that. Barbara, you reminded me of many things. There have been so many songs about listening, which is wonderful. That's the heart of our being, really. Listening is the root of love, after all. But also listening to the children. You said, I don't want to take away from, I don't want to borrow from the children. And little Anthony Mateo, he's only 7, just 7. Yeah. And coming from the north, I'm realizing the effects of our addiction to oil. I mean, you know, the Iran war is making that absolutely clear, obviously. And the drive towards renewables, as one of the other songs was saying. Actually, I just saw a really interesting thing. There's an OnlyFans performer who's actually doing OnlyFans for the earth. And exactly that, she said. She said, the sun gives us enough for all of the earth every day. And this is the wonder of it. We have all of this wonderful, all of this resource which gives us life, not only the sun, of course, the earth, the wind, and the rain, and all of the beauty that you've been speaking of. So I've become kind of keen in the last little while on tipping points, not so much the dreary tipping points, but the tipping point of a little child like Anthony, who was a baby a minute ago and now is a little boy, or a flower, which last night was a bud and today is glowing, even in this sun. Well, particularly some of the flowers really love it. So anyway, enough about all of that stuff. It does make me sad, though, and mad, because I realize that I've, as a white guy living in the United States and in Britain, driven and eaten meat and flown gaily for 50-odd years. And this is now here in Nicaragua, which is where the children, where people here have done virtually nothing to cause global warming and the catastrophe that is upon us. It makes me sad and mad at the same time. So I'll put in the chat because crisis creativity is creativity here. And I'll put in the chat a campaign that we're just starting to, in the context of the independence of the United States, the exceptionalism of the United States in this 250th year. And look where it's got us. Okay. So on top of all of that, I'm an absolute Beethoven freak. And Ode to Earth, which is the video, is of course Ode to Joy. Here people say Ode to Happiness, which is what I really love. And I won't go banging on about it, except to say that it's the root of a great global humming, because the universal song language is humming. And you'll see why I say this when you hear or you see the video. So thanks to you all. Wonderful. And I'll have to go because I'm melting here. And Anthony is waiting. So thanks again to all of you. And thank you for rolling the tape.
You're not staying on to watch your video and hear the feedback coming?
Well, I'll certainly watch the video because I love it so much, and the feedback too. But I have to go. That's the thing. Little Anthony, I have a commitment with him every evening to play football in the park. I hope we get there before we die on the way, melt on the way. But he is very enthusiastic. I'll stick around. I'll be back anyway, hopefully later on. So thank you once again.
Alrighty. So we will watch Paul's video, and thank you for sending it, Paul.
You're more than welcome.
Earth is one, our mother, our Lord, life and hope, beauty and peace, caring for each one of her children, no matter race, gender, color, or creed, that now our mother is close to dying, beaten, violated, ravaged, poor. Now is our moment, all my family, come to her rescue as never before. Oceans are surging, the sun it is scalding, forest and animals cower in fear. Join hands with us now, oh all you peoples, singing, creating the future that's near. Every person, all races and nations, weaving our joy, our sweat, our blood. Tomorrow is now, oh beloved family. Build it now, together united in love.
Thank you for putting that together, Paul. Beautiful, beautiful. You're muted. Let me see if I can get
There we go.
unmuted.
Yeah, that's 10,000, a choir of 10,000 every year, I think, in Japan. They have that extraordinary rendering of the ninth. I think the whole symphony, but particularly that 10,000 people singing. Honestly, and I mean, it's kind of hackneyed in the sense that the European Union uses it and all the rest, but even the dogs can hum it here in Nicaragua. And as I say, if you can imagine the whole world humming, and then each Chinese, Spanish, English, each Spanish language group singing over the top of the humming in their own language, just that simple, some version, And then what we do when we do this, we start in the silence, as it does in the symphony, comes out of the silence in humming, grows to a climax, we sing over the top of it, and then it returns to silence. And all joining hands and doing the hippie thing. It's amazing. And as I said, I'll put something in the chat so that hopefully people can check out our new video, this campaign, which will hopefully turn the heat down in Nicaragua one of these days. So thanks again.
Thank you for coming so much, and tell Antonio we hope he has a good soccer game.
Yeah, well, you should see me. I can hardly stand up these days. So, he kicks really hard, I fall over. So it's quite entertaining. But there we go. All right. So long, everyone.
All right, bye. Okay, so we are looking for, here's Mark. I see you. I'm going to spotlight you. I'm going to ask you to unmute.
I should be unmuted now.
You are. All righty. So if you've got any thoughts about Paul's video, he's still here for another second or so. And then tell us about your song.
To use Beethoven to illustrate the concept of unity in the context of protecting our environment and uniting everybody in the effort to control pollution and to acknowledge what's happening to the earth if we don't do something about it is quite appropriate. So I think that I liked the video a lot. I think it was cool, showing the shots of the orchestras playing and different people of different nationalities singing together. What I'm going to play is a song from the Broadway musical Paint Your Wagon. And the reason I'm choosing this song is it's about a hurricane. And it's pretty clear that the increasing turbulent weather that we're experiencing around the world is because of global warming. And this song, to me, serves as a reminder that we have to do something to control the way the earth is going. I've just read in the paper today that the earth is hotter now than it's ever been before. And something has to be done to rein in this problem. Otherwise, we may be doomed. Way out there, they've got a name for rain and wind and fire. The rain is Tess, the fire's Joe, and they call the wind Mariah. Mariah throws the stars around and sets the clouds a-flying. Mariah makes the mountains sound like folks was up there dying. Mariah, they call the wind Mariah. Before I knew Mariah's name and heard her wailing, whining, I had a gal and she had me, and the sun was always shining. And then one day I left my gal, I left her far behind me, and now I'm lost, so gosh darn lost, not even God can find me. Mariah, they call the wind Mariah. And here they've got a name for rain, for wind and wind and fire only. And before there ain't no name for rain, for wind and fire only. But when you're lost and all alone, there ain't no word but lonely. And I'm alone and lost and lonely man, without a car, I'm a lost and lonely man, without a star to guide me. Mariah, blow my love to me, I need my gal beside me. Mariah, they call the wind Mariah. Mariah, blow my love to me. Screwed up the words a little bit, but
it happens. Thank you, Mark. Beautiful song. A bunch of us put into the chat. I never knew it was about a hurricane. I always just thought it was plain old wind. But yes, very, very clearly connected to global warming and all that good stuff. Let me find Steve. There he is. Steve, spotlighting you.
Hello. Yep.
Go ahead. Let Mark know your thoughts about that song. And
Well, I'm one of those who never knew it was about a hurricane also. So we're all still learning, and I guess hurricanes are going to be ever more a part of our existence. So glad that Mark was here to keep us alert to that. These extremes in temperature we've been experiencing. You all from far away from New York may not know that just in this past week, the New York City area has gone through temperatures as high as 88 and as low as 38. So this is part of the climatic age of extremes. The song I'm going to do is not the one that I indicated, Joni, so I apologize for that. I decided to change.
No worries.
And actually, I took an implied suggestion from you. I'm going to do a rather lighthearted song that contains a more serious point within it. It's about something that is most basic to all of us, water. And the song is called Water, Clean and Free. It's a song I wrote about 17 years ago for a clean water event up the Hudson River Valley. And I do want to give a shout out. I did some grandparent duties today also, pleasurably so. It was my grandson Zachary's, I don't know what you call it, investiture or something like that. He's just graduating soon to become a physical therapist. So he was presented with white coats, he and his class. So maybe we're all doing this so that our grandchildren will have a better planet. And here's to you, Zachary. One of the first things I ever learned to do, about the same time I could tie my shoe, standing on my tippy toes at the kitchen sink, filling up my sippy cup with water for to drink. Water from the mountain oceans, water from the sky, water underground and water when we cry. It was here before us, before the brontosaurus. It's why our skin is porous. Water, water, forever, clean and free. 10,000 years ago, Egypt demonstrated agriculture thrives when it is irrigated. Water from the rivers nourished all their crops, aided and abetted by a zillion raindrops. It was water from the ocean, water from the sky, water underground and water when we cry. It was here before us, before the brontosaurus. It's why our skin is porous. Water, water, forever, clean and free. Every day from ragged shacks, children carry pails, seeking out fresh water down dusty trodden trails. The IMF says we will help, but you must privatize. By the millions they reply, we must share nature's prize. It's water from the ocean, water from the sky, water underground and water when we cry. It was here before us, before the brontosaurus. It's why our skin is porous. Water, water, forever, clean and free. A village well, a mountain stream, a city reservoir. Some drink from a silver chalice, some an earthen jar. But if there's gonna be enough for all of you and me, we better know that H2O must be clean and free. It's water from the ocean, water from the sky, water underground and water when we cry. It was here before us, before the Brontosaurus. It's why our skin is porous. Water, water forever, clean and free, clean and free, clean and free.
I love those rhymes. And I also loved watching Bobby sing along to you, knowing every word. I love it. And you're right, Steve. It's deceptively, it seems very lighthearted, and yet is making that very obvious point. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Neil, I see you. Let's bring you up.
Yeah. Well, Steve, that was a wonderful song. I really liked it. I think, it's childlike, but not childish. And it had such variety in it. That's what makes a song like that so wonderful. So many different views that I wasn't thinking about for water, which is really great. Because it seems to me that a lot of what the problem we have with the environment is we take things about it so for granted that we just can't believe that you can't keep dumping things in the ocean. You just can't believe. And so to focus on something like water and say, yeah, this is, just to bring it back into consciousness is so important. So I thought it was a wonderful song. I really liked it.
Thank you.
And I like the fact that you got to something important about the IMF there too. And, the idea of monetizing water is something we really got to watch out for. So it was a really complete song in a lot of ways.
Thanks.
My song, which is coming up, I do, I play in open mics a lot, but this song, it has, I did a video for it. I did it with other people. And I think it's just a better presentation than I could do any other way. I hope, Steve, that I do the same thing here, because I wrote it because at that time, they had just knocked out the Migratory Bird Treaty, which was put in place in 1918. Biden put it back again, but then the Supreme Court responded by declaring that half of the wetlands in the United States are now out of protection, out of federal protection. It's sort of passed by under the radar, but it's a terribly important subject. So, but then again, I write most of my songs about the earth and the environment, and I don't like to beat people up with it. So, I hope you appreciate it. And oh, by the way, and the person doing the most of the guitar in this is my old guitar teacher, who now has died a couple of years ago, but he really taught me everything I know about the guitar. Mark Stunkel. That's it.
Birds sound the call to gather at the turning of the seasons. Earth swings through her orbit in the spring and in the fall. Between South and North America, Asia to the Arctic, they bind our world together, weaving one out of us all. Feathered in flight, follow the light on wings that beat for freedom, crossing over northern coasts to the darkness of the sea. gathering height into the night, with stars and earth to guide them, over the land, over the sea, until they're nesting in the sand. 20,000 years ago we left our caves in wonder, as the heralds of the springtime flew in lines across the sky. And the chanting men who moved the blocks for the pyramids building rested from their labor to listen to their cry. Feather in flight, follow the light on wings that beat for freedom, crossing over northern coasts to the darkness of the sea. Gathering height into the night, with stars and earth to guide them, over the land, over the sea, until they're nesting in the sand. They're flying over cities now, passing over parking lots, looking down on factories and broad suburban sprawl. But the marshes and the wetlands must be there to give them welcome, so in centuries that follow, they still unify us all. Feather in flight, follow the light on wings that beat for freedom, crossing over northern coasts to the darkness of the sea. Gathering height into the night, with stars and earth to guide them, over the land, over the sea, until they're nesting in the sand. Over the land, over the sea, until they're nesting in the sand.
Wow. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Check out all the comments in the chat. That was wonderful.
Yeah, I appreciate them. That's great. Thank you.
Rick, let's see. Rick. There you are. Okay.
Check 1, 3. Is it working?
It is working. Go
By
ahead
Joe.
and give
I
Neil some thoughts, and then tell us what song you're going to share.
The tune and the images say it all. And I remember being a painter. Well, I am a painter. And I would see the geese flying south, but then they got confused by the weather. I saw them flying one way, and then they'd be flying back the other way. I'm like, come on, you guys. Our weather is messed up. But it's so wonderful to see. It's very graceful. And the image together with the tune is wonderful. Thank you so much for that. So I looked around for an Earth song that I haven't played yet, and I couldn't find one. But then I found a spoken word piece from like 25 years ago, and it was very short, so I kind of wrote an intro to go with it. And this is a fun piece. It's going to sound like lots of words and talking and such, but that's because it is. I apologize. Usually break out the guitar. But anyhow, so here you go. This is 5 minutes, believe it or not. All right, I have something for you. Here's one I may have done years ago, but you might have never heard it before. This is about the earth, but it's also about the heavens that surround us, because they're evidence that we're part of something bigger, of which the earth is a part. It's about our shared humanity and wonder at the beauty around us that speaks in every heart and in every living thing. All the more reason why we must be good stewards. But what do we do instead? Earth Day, just like St. Patrick's Day and Christmas, is another occasion to drink. But no, to think of our family and friends and neighbors, both near and far, to lift a glass in solidarity and give thanks for all that we are and that we have been given, because all of life is a gift. And then paying some forward just because. The best use of a gift is to pass it on to future generations, just like the ones before us did. Where was I? You can't step in the same river twice. It just keeps on rolling around the rocks and boulders life throws in the way. But that river keeps on rolling all around it all, and we're part of the same river. There's nothing wrong with that. And just as we have been given, so too must we also give. I'm talking to the big polluters. I'm like, come on, you guys. Ain't that what living is? I have an offering today I may not have done for you all yet, and it's related to the earth. This is a spoken word piece, and it was my final presentation for an honors class back in 2002 or thereabouts. I don't remember the name of the class or what the assignment was exactly, but I'm glad the teacher made me write it. I stood up in front of the class, and this is what I told them. Before the roads were made, I believe there are many roads up the same mountain, including the mountain itself, before the roads were made. When we hear the wisdom of the red man, we are stirred, though we live so insulated behind our words and windows and walls without stone or dirt. Because in our bones, in our DNA, a tribal memory lives unfurled of the days before culture took over the world. Before the measure of intellect and trade, who were we, our lives balanced on the edge of a blade? Between life and death, before roads were made. How many before us must have looked up from hearth, fire, and stone at the twinkling eyes of the vast universe and wondered, how much do we know? And knew we were not alone. The majestic oak reaches so high above the verdant mount, the warbling brook rolls by unhurried, a casual fountain of life. Through natural beauty of earth and sky, a window of wonder the naked eye shows forth a beauty beyond the counting. Who can draw the line between what is yours and what is mine? Now, who will stand up and be brave? Who is man enough to say that all things lived in harmony before the roads were made? The river is rolling around the rocks which are rolling around a star, a speck of dust in the vast universe. Now, who do you think you are? Every action began as a thought, a rhythm gave birth to a rhyme. Who dares say we cannot play inside the knuckle of time? Who can say, and who'd rather not? And what's the difference, mate? If all things were a single thought before the earth was made. The prism rock stands clear and white from the warm heart of the earth, springs forth a rainbow when touched by light and given its true worth. The glory laid before us like a banquet on a plate, an invitation to the dance. That's the difference, mate.
Oh, what a nice change of pace. That was wonderful. Oh, we got Shar. Don't unmute yet.
Oh, okay.
We have this funny thing that happens with Shar's when you unmute and I'm unmuted, we get this echo. Remember, that was what was happening last time. So, Shar, you want me to bring up Diane as well, correct? We're going to do, let's see. All right, we've got two of you. So, I'm going to mute. Shar, it'll be interesting to see if Diane can be unmuted without us getting an echo.
I'm
So
unmuted, but
you're
I'm
unmuted now, but Shar is muted.
Until I play.
So you might need to play back and forth with that because Shar's got something going on with her with an echo. Anyway, go ahead. I'm gonna mute and then you guys take it over.
Okay, hi. Thank you, Joni. I just want to say to Rick, that was very profound. And one line that was in the refrain reminds me of a song Judy Collins recorded called "The Coming of the Road." You might have heard of that one. Pete Seeger might have recorded it too. But it was very wonderful to hear that spoken word piece. And who knows, you might turn it into a song someday, but it is quite powerful and gives us a lot of food for thought. Thank you, Rick. I was originally going to show one of my original songs via a video, but something happened earlier this month in the state of New Jersey where Diane and I live. And on April 8th, the governor of our state, who we had a lot of hope and pride about her taking office, and after being in office for less than 3 months, she signed a law to overturn a 50-plus moratorium on nuclear power in our state. So it's very, very distressing, and I spent quite a few years in my 20s fighting nuclear power, and the rest of my life always being strongly against it. And we did a lot to stop it. There were supposed to be 1,200 nuclear plants in this country by now, and we have over 100, which is 100 too many. But activism saved us from a fate that was worse than it is now. But we have to activate again. So there's this great song, in my view, called Chernobyl, and it's written by Kristen Lems. Some of you may know her. She's a great songwriter living in Chicago. And this song I published in Songs for Peace magazine in the 1990s. And it just so happens that a week from tomorrow will be the 40th anniversary of the Chernobyl accident in Ukraine, the home of my grandfather. Chernobyl by Kristen Lems. I'll tell you a story that happened in April of 1986. An explosion and subsequent meltdown caused damage that never can be fixed. Caused damage that never can be fixed. Nuclear reactor at Chernobyl, like so many others around the globe, did just what experts say cannot happen. Just like a bomb did explode. Just like a bomb did explode. Chernobyl, I vow I will use all my power to prevent the hour when our earth shall live no more from nuclear accident or war. today to talk of heroes, those brave souls who put the fire out. But let's not forget those well-placed cowards who'll continue to bring these things about. Who'll continue to bring these things about. As horror hit the evening news screen and the scope of destruction became clear, the nuclear lobby voiced its new theme, that the only problem is our fear, that the only problem is our fear. Poison extends through the food chain. Death extends through the years. It comes with the wind and the fine rain. Oh, it knows no borders or frontiers. No, it knows no borders or frontiers. We cannot change what has happened. No, we cannot erase what has passed. One thing's for sure, if this planet's to endure, this accident has got to be our last. Let's make nuclear power something of the past. Let's make Fukushima something of the past. Let's make 3 Mile Island something of the past. Oh, Chernobyl, I vow I will use all my power to prevent the hour when our Earth shall live no more from nuclear accident or war. Oh, Chernobyl, I vow I will use all my power to prevent the hour when our Earth shall live no more from nuclear accident or war.
Diane, did you want to play an outro?
Oh, that's fine.
Okay. All right. That was beautiful. Beautiful, 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 both of you. I love how you dared to do a duet from 2 different places. And, oh, wait, Shar, you're muted. I'll mute, and then you unmute.
I just said we tried.
Well, and you succeeded. Yep, there's our echo.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. I'm getting there. Okay, there we go. Oh, wonderful. Yeah, wonderful and horrible, right? Like an amazing song, and why do we have to still be singing it? Because, like, oh, didn't we learn that lesson? Okay, Pine Tree, it is your turn. I am going to spotlight you. Come on up, unmute. Tell Shar and Diane whatever you'd like to share with them, and then tell us about your song.
Okay. So Shar, I just love the way you handle that guitar, you just handle it. Really great guitar playing, and it is pretty amazing that we have to keep singing about this. I remember it probably was 50 years ago that I was talking at a meeting when nuclear power was first coming online, and I said, it's no accident that plutonium was named for the god of hell. And here we are, we're still fighting it. And Diana, that flute was just perfect. A jazz flute break, it was really lovely. Okay, so I have the Compost Song, which I wrote with a melody stolen from Beatles. And I wrote it for my garden students so they could understand how compost is made.
Pine Tree, do you
It's a
have
really
original
singable
sound
chorus.
on?
What's that?
Do you have original sound on?
No.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. All right, so it might be a little hard to balance the voice and the guitar. This guitar is on the loud side, so you can stop me if it's not coming through, okay? Oh, it has a really singable chorus, so please sing along, even though I can't hear you. Did I say there was a chorus? Here you go. I'm making good compost. I'm making good soil to grow. I'm making good compost. I'm making good soil to grow. Oh, we eat banana, but not the skin. The compost pile will take it in. All the little insects very busy, wriggly worms and centipede. Bugs munch the plants and then excrete. Makes good soil, oh it smells so sweet. Lemon peels and coffee grounds. Leaves that drift scatter color all around. Rain will fall and the sun shines down. Earth recycles round and round and round, round and round and round, round and round and round and round. I'm making good compost. I'm making good soil to grow. I'm making good compost. I'm making good soil to grow. Oh, the garbage dumps are piled so high, already tall, reaching up to the sky. So give the earth a helping hand, adding value to the land. One day my bones will decompose, making new dirt for the earth and those who plant apples and greens and blueberry, the forest and the tree. I'm making good compost. I'm making good soil to grow. I'm making good compost. I'm making good soil to grow. All right, I think I just mixed up two verses, so let me try this again. Bite into an apple makes you smile, so toss the stem into the compost pile. Little critters gobble up those treats, just ask a roly-poly and the next snail you meet. What's trash for some is treasure for these. C-O-M-P-O-S-T. Lemon peels and coffee grounds. Leaves that drift scatter color all around. Rain will fall and the sun shine down. Earth recycles round and round and round, round and round and round, round and round and round and round. I'm making good compost. I'm making good soil to grow. I'm making good compost. I'm making good soil to grow. Yes, we eat avocado skin. The compost pile will take it in. All the little insects very busy, wriggly worms and the centipede. Bugs munch the plants and then excrete. Makes good soil, oh it smells so sweet. Lemon peels and coffee grounds, leaves that drift, scatter color all around. Rain will fall and the sunshine down. Earth recycles round and round and round, round and round and round, round, round and round and round. I'm making good compost. I'm making good soil to grow. I'm making good compost. I'm making good soil to grow. All right, and I hope you sang along.
Absolutely. So easy to sing along to that. That was wonderful. Thank you. All righty. We have 4 performers left. Here's May. Did I say your name right?
You did.
Okay, wonderful. So, tell Pine Tree what you think and then let us know about your song.
Pine Tree, I love that. I love that. I can't wait to sing that refrain to the person who's made my neighbor who's made the compost pile that and allowed me to contribute to it. Lovely, wonderful. Thank you. I have tonight 3 lullabies, 2 very short ones of my own, and Pete Seeger's One Grain of Sand. And I hope you all will sing along, certainly with Pete Seeger's song and the refrain. Cows sleep in the meadow, my feet on the treadle, and we sing carols all the way home. Songs of your kisses that good time releases. It still surprises, although it is known. Cows sleep in the meadow, my feet on the treadle, and we sing carols all the way home. Songs of your kisses that good time releases. It still surprises, although it is known. And now One Grain of Sand. One grain of sand, one drop of water in the sea. One grain of sand, one little you, one little me. One grain of sand, one little star up in the sky. One grain of sand, one little you, one little I. One grain of sand, one leaf of grass on a windy plain. One grain of sand, we come and go again and again. We come and go again and again. One grain of sand, one grain of sand, and by the endless sea. One grain of sand, one little you, one little me. I love you so. I love you so. I love you so. I love you so. More than you'll ever know. More than you'll ever know. So go to sleep. So go to sleep by the endless sea. So go to sleep by the endless sea, by the endless sea, by the endless sea, by the endless sea.
Oh.
And the last lullaby created on the spot for a 6-year-old. When you're running in the park, you need a mammal. When you're flying in the dark, you need a mammal. When you're swimming and singing in the sea, you need a mammal. You need a mammal like me. When you're running in the park, you need a mammal. When you're flying in the dark, you need a mammal. When you're swimming and singing in the sea, you need a mammal. You need a mammal like me.
Adorable. Oh, thank you. All right, I'm looking for Louise. There she is. Louise, we need you to. There, okay, there's your video.
Well, I got a cold a few days ago, and I'm not sure I'll be able to sing or speak without a coughing fit, but I'm going to.
Oh, well, you do not have to.
I can try the first verse and then read the rest of the verses. But I do actually, when we're talking about all that anti-nuclear stuff, I've been a environmental activist and anti-nuclear person for 50 years, since the Clamshell Alliance days, and I used to write anti-nuclear songs. So one came to mind while we're thinking about this that I hadn't planned to do. It's on my latest album, so if my voice should fail me, I'll put in the chat my artist page, louisina.hearnow.com, where you can go and listen to it over and over again. And it's called Rays of Hope. I hadn't planned to do it, but I'll see if I can even sing. Some people say the die's been cast, their days of hope are in the past, but hope is the thing that keeps me sane. I say nuclear power is on the wane. Oh, joy running through my mind. The energy solution wasn't hard to find, with the sun and the wind and the water flowing free. It's solar and wind and water power for me. The man against nature mentality, spraying poisons in the air, dumping garbage in the sea, will have to be changed to letting it be, living with nature in harmony. Oh, joy running through my mind. The energy solution wasn't hard to find, with the sun and the wind and the water flowing free. It's solar and wind and water power for me. Rays of Hope.
You made it.
I
You
did.
made it through the song.
And that's from 1978, so that's almost 50 years ago that I wrote that. But it is on my latest album, and you can hear it louiseanna.herenow.com, and I'll put that in the chat. And I should also mention that I'm a trained climate reality leader with Al Gore's group. And I've been an environmental activist my whole adult life. And I love singing and writing environmental songs. So,
And I
thank you so
forgot
much.
to remind you to give some quick words of feedback to Maymay.
Oh, yes, that was so wonderful. I'm a grandmother, and I love the lullabies and the song that you made up on the spot with your grandchild. It's just it's a lovely thing. So grandchildren are wonderful. I enjoyed that a lot. Thank you.
Thank you, Louise. I'm going to bring up Diane. We have two more performers. Diane, there you are. And then we will close out the evening with Carol Chalk. Diane, tell us about your song.
Okay. First, I wanted to say I really like Louise's song. Very hopeful, rays of hope. Like I think of sun rays, and even with some of the bad things going on in the environment, there's hope and things that we can do with the alternative energy. So thank you, Louise. I'm going to do a Pete Seeger song that probably everyone knows. So you can sing along. One blue sky above us, one ocean nothing on our shore, one earth so green and round, who could ask for more? And because I love you, I'll give it one more try to show my rainbow rays. It's too soon to die. Some folks want to be like an ostrich, bury their heads in the sand. Some hope the plastic dreams gonna touch all those greedy hands. Some hope to take the easy way. Poisons, bombs, they think we need them. Don't you know you can't kill all the young believers? There's no shortcut to freedom. One blue sky above us, one ocean nothing on our shore, one earth so green and round, who could ask for more? And because I love you, I'll give it one more try to show my rainbow rays. It's too soon to die. Go tell the little children, tell all their mothers and fathers too. Now ours last chance to learn to share what's been given to me and you. One blue sky above us, one ocean nothing on our shore, one earth so green and round, who could ask for more? And because I love you, I'll give it one more try to show my rainbow rays. It's too soon to die. One blue sky above us, one ocean nothing on our shore, one earth so green and round, who could ask for
Yay! What a great choice of a song. And look at that. We couldn't have planned that if we tried. We had three Pete-ish songs in a row. One straight on Pete, two Pete-ish. Beautiful. Well, Carol, where are you? There you are. Okay.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
And can you see me?
We
Okay.
can see your hat.
You could not have picked two more perfect precursors to what I'm about to do. Diane, that song, Pete Seeger, brought me to the climate movement, brought me to all the movements. It was a perfect choice of a song. Your voice is beautiful in delivery. You sang it in an accessible way that we could all sing along, you know, with our mics muted, and it was beautiful. And Louise, I really want to talk to you about Seabrook. There are several of us in People's Music Network. I was at Seabrook both of those years. It established my climate advocacy, which I went home and opened a community self-reliance center in Tompkins County, New York. This is the button. I had it already on my hat from the first year. The second year, it was a different color. So I'd love to talk to you about it. And John Breitbart, who's a member of People's Music Network, which is how I even knew about it, was because he was also at Seabrook, and I ran into him at a climate press conference that he was doing the sound for.
I was actually at Seabrook once with my dad, if you can believe it. My dad and I were.
Love to talk about it, but not in my 5 minutes, okay?
Oh, sorry.
Can we talk about it online? I am blind, legally blind. I went blind in being blown off the road in Texas, coming across the plains due to high tornado winds, and it's new. It's been a year. And I can't see very well, so I couldn't see your name so well. So please find me, Carol Chalk at gmail.com, or on, through here. And I'd love to talk about it. Charlie King brought me to People's Music Network when I couldn't read my climate documents, because I do organizing with New York State Utility, trying to push New York State to actually implement the climate law we passed, which we're not doing. And it involves a lot of documents that I can't read anymore. And so I turned to singing. I was on my bucket list in old age. I should sing more and learn more about music. So I heard Charlie King was singing in New York City, and I showed up and learned about this whole network. I also went to the Riverside Church as part of People's Music Network. I learned about the Riverside Church thing, where the Minneapolis people were coming to teach us all these movement songs. And Carrie and Joelle, who aren't here tonight but are in the New York chapter, were chosen in Riverside Church with 1,000 people learning these songs. So thanks to, I think it's the Peace Poets, I'm going to teach, and I hope you'll do it along with me, a song they did, and I have another verse to it. They're both climate things, I think. The song goes, "We will protect each other. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah. Yep.
We will be everything we need. The good land, the wild water, the whole sky is always on our side." Do I have time to have people stop and do that before I do the next verse?
Why don't you do it again, and we'll sing along with you muted.
Okay, you can even unmute. I'll say the words. We will protect each other.
We will protect each other.
Be everything we need.
We will be everything we need.
No, I'll do the tones right now. Do the words. We will be everything we need. The good land, the wild water. The good land, the wild water, the whole sky is always on our side. I'll do the tune one more time. We will protect each other. We will be everything we need. The good land, the wild water, the whole sky is always on our side. My new verse, we will respect each other. We will support and not compete. Health care, a cooler planet, climate justice, we sing them true today. If you want me to one more time, I can. Thank you.
Thank you, Carol. Well, we have brought this concert in for a landing. We're only 15 minutes over time. That's great. And thank you so much to everyone who provided a song tonight. Thank you so much to all our audience members. Thank you to Lucas hiding back there in the field. There he is. I will never get tired of watching people emerge out of Zoom backgrounds. And thank you to all of you who came as audience who are, we have started sending our, oh, Jackson's back. We have started sending our invitations to a broader mailing list of folks who maybe came to something from PMN once a long time ago and aren't officially members. But we are hoping, of course, that you will become members and enjoy what we do. And membership in PMN is a very, very broad sliding scale, so don't be put off by the membership fee. You can always contact the steering committee and say, I really want to be a member and I'm just not in position right now financially. So there's always ways to join us and go from being audience to being performers. We do have, I'm not sure about May, but we do have a Juneteenth concert coming up in June. I believe the concert, I can tell you exactly when. I'm pretty sure it's June 11th. The date of the concert. Yes, Thursday, June 11th. And there'll be information going out about that soon. The summer gathering is at the end of May. And there's If I Had a Song, and there's Songs of the Spirit. There's always lots of things going on online that people can participate in. So we'll end with just, everybody knows when Earth Day is, right? April 22nd. Yeah? No, it's not. Every day is Earth Day. Not just once a year, not just once a year, yeah, every day is Earth Day, every day is Earth Day, so give the earth a cheer, give the earth a cheer. So everybody unmute, let's give each other a cheer before we turn off the recycling. Thank you all, big round of applause.
Thank you so much. Wonderful evening.
Thank you, everybody.
That was a great cheer. All right, and if there was anything in the chat that you wanted to save, make sure you save the chat. There was all kinds of good links in there. I saw, Paul, what did you just put in? Something about Pete Seeger's story of how he wrote that song. Cool.
Yeah.
And then Neil put in, and I'm sure a lot of us have websites, so if you liked the things you heard, go ahead and look for people.
I was sitting in a motel in Hollywood, California.
Oh.
Pete Seeger.
It's like,
There he
what?
is. There he is.
I know that voice. All right, everyone. Good night. Thank you all for coming.
Thank you, Joni.
Thank you, Joni, again. That was so beautiful.
Good night. Thank you.